We don't believe in planners and deciders making the decisions on behalf of Americans. I know it's going to be the private sector that leads this country out of the current economic times we're in. You can spend your money better than the government can spend your money. No one was more shocked or angry than I was when we didn't find the weapons. I had a sickening feeling every time I thought about it. I still do. I just didn't want to get out there anymore. I didn't want to get back into what I call the swamp. And the other reason why is I don't think it's good for the presidency for a former president to be opining about his successor. President Obama's got plenty of critics, and I'm just not gonna be one. And the cornerstone of my economic policies when I first got elected was cutting taxes on everybody on who paid taxes. And what's interesting, and I don't think a lot of Americans understand this fact, is that 1. Most new jobs are created by small businesses. 2. Most small businesses pay tax at the individual income tax, or many small businesses pay tax there. How far you go in life depends on your being tender with the young, compassionate with the aged, sympathetic with the striving, and tolerant of the weak and strong, because someday in your life you will have been all of these. Education is the key to unlock the golden door of freedom. Where there is no vision, there is no hope. 99% of the failures come from people who have the habit of making excuses. When you can do the common things of life in an uncommon way, you will command the attention of the world. Nothing is more beautiful than the loveliness of the woods before sunrise. I love to think of nature as an unlimited broadcasting station through which God speaks to us every hour. If we will only tune in, there is no shortcut to achievement. Life requires thorough preparation. Veneer isn't worth anything. It is not the style of clothes one wears, neither the kind of automobile one drives, nor the amount of money one has in the bank that counts. These mean nothing. It is simply service that measures success. No individual has any right to come into the world and go out of it without leaving behind him distinct and legitimate reasons for having passed through it. Anything will give up its secrets if you love it enough. Not only have I found that when I talk to the little flower or to the little peanut, they will give up their secrets, but I have found that when I silently commune with people, they give up their secrets also. If you love them enough, if you love it enough, anything will talk with you. Our Creator is the same and never changes despite the names given him by people here and in all parts of the world. Even if we gave him no name at all, he would still be there, within us, waiting to give us good on this earth. Years ago, I went into my laboratory and said, "Dear Mr. Creator, please tell me what the universe was made for." The great Creator answered, "You want to know too much for that little mind of yours. Ask for something more your size, little man. Fear of something is at the root of hate for others, and hate within will eventually destroy the hater." I would never allow anyone to give me money. No difference how badly I needed it. I wanted literally to earn my living. From a child, I had an inordinate desire for knowledge and especially music, painting, flowers, and the sciences, algebra being one of my favorite studies. No books ever go into my laboratory. The thing I am to do and the way are revealed to me the moment I am inspired to create something new. Without God to draw aside the curtain, I would be helpless. Only alone can I draw close enough to God to discover His secrets. We have become 99% money mad. The method of living at home modestly and within our income, laying a little by systematically for the proverbial rainy day, which is due to come, can almost be listed among the lost arts. Reading about nature is fine, but if a person walks in the woods and listens carefully, he can learn more than what is in books, for they speak with the voice of God. God cannot use you as He wishes until you come into the fullness of His glory. Do not get alarmed, my friend, when doubts creep in. That is old Satan. Pray, pray, pray. Human need is really a great spiritual vacuum which God seeks to fill, with one hand in the hand of a fellow man in need and the other in the hand of Christ. he could get across the vacuum. I wanted to know the name of every stone and flower and insect and bird and beast. I wanted to know where it got its color, where it got its life, but there was no one to tell me. Go as far as you can see. When you get there, you'll be able to see farther. A man always has two reasons for doing anything: a good reason and the real reason. If you have to ask how much it costs, you can't afford it. Well, I don't know, as I want a lawyer to tell me what I cannot do. I hire him to tell how to do what I want to do. No problem can be solved until it is reduced to some simple form. The changing of a vague difficulty into a specific, concrete form is a very essential element in thinking. A man generally has two reasons for doing a thing: one that sounds good and a real one. When you expect things to happen, strangely enough, they do happen. Outstanding leaders go out of their way to boost the self-esteem of their personnel. If people believe in themselves, it's amazing what they can accomplish. We're all working together. That's the secret. High expectations are the key to everything. Celebrate your successes. Find some humor in your failures. Swim upstream. Go the other way. Ignore the conventional wisdom. The way management treats associates is exactly how the associates will treat the customers. The way management treats associates is exactly how the associates will treat the customers. If everybody is doing it one way, there's a good chance you can find your niche by going exactly in the opposite direction. Control your expenses better than your competition. This is where you can always find the competitive advantage. If you love your work, you'll be out there every day trying to do it the best you possibly can, and pretty soon everybody around will catch the passion from you like a fever. Exceed your customers' expectations. If you do, they'll come back over and over. Give them what they want and a little more. One person seeking glory doesn't accomplish very much. Nothing else can quite substitute for a few well-chosen, well-timed, sincere words of praise. They're absolutely free and worth a fortune. Capital isn't scarce, vision is. Loosen up, and everybody around you will loosen up. Share your profits with all your associates and treat them as partners. In turn, they will treat you as a partner, and together you will all perform beyond your wildest expectations. Give ordinary folk the chance to buy the same things as rich people. Appreciate everything your associates do for the business. I had to pick myself up and get on with it. Do it all over again, only even better this time. What am I supposed to haul my dogs around in? A Rolls Royce? Each Walmart store should reflect the values of its customers and support the vision they hold for their community. All of us profit from being corrected if we're corrected in a positive way. The key to success is to get out into the store and listen to what the associates have to say. I've never been one to dwell on reverses. We let folks know we're interested in them and that they're vital to us, 'cause they are. I learned early on that one of the secrets of campus leadership was the simplest thing of all. Speak to people coming down the sidewalk before they speak to you. I would always look ahead and speak to the person coming toward me. If I knew them, I would call them by name. But even if I didn't, I would still speak to them. You can make a lot of mistakes and still recover if you run an efficient operation, or you can be brilliant and still go out of business if you're too inefficient. Most of us don't invent ideas. We take the best ideas from someone else. In the beginning, I was so chintzy I really didn't pay my employees well. I learned this early on in the variety business. You've got to give folks responsibility. You've got to trust them, and then you've got to check on them. I got into retailing because I wanted a real job. I have always been driven to buck the system, to innovate, to take things beyond where they've been. I probably have traveled and walked into more variety stores than anybody in America.